Good morning. Let me tell you about the program which I direct at IIM Calcutta called Being More Creative. I've been at IIM Calcutta since 1997, and each year I used to offer this program, some years once, some years twice. Sometimes, open programs like these, many a times customized program for corporate clients. So let me take you into the beginnings of this program. 1991 to 97, I was a student at IIM Ahmedabad, and one of my teachers, Professor Pradeep Khandwala, he was one of the first persons in this country who started teaching about creativity. I did a course with him, and then after I started teaching at IIM Calcutta, I did the same course here. The course had a different name before COVID. We are trying to again give it a new name, Being More Creative. Now, why should somebody do this program actually? When Khandwala started it in 1970s, at that point, Indian industry was not very open to innovation or creativity. So his primary focus was on how do you make individuals more creative. And they could be more creative, they could have positive outcomes for them in their personal life, in their organizational life. That was the reason. Our assumption behind this program always has been that people crave newness. Okay? They want to do things either new way or they want to do new things. They want to go beyond actually whatever they are doing. And that is where we pitch this program, that how do you do new things or do things in a new way for your own self, for your organization, and also at a larger societal level. This program has primarily three kind of inputs. One is how can you be more creative yourself, and then how do you be more creative in terms of problem solving, and thirdly, what do you do in terms of your organization becoming more creative. A good question could be, why is IIM Calcutta in? I think I'll have to sell a bit of myself. So I've been also a practicing poet all these years. I have research in creativity, a deep interest in creativity in myriad aspects, along with business, even other things. We have been doing it for very long, and we also have in the ecosystem institutions like IIM Calcutta Innovation Park. So we do have some kind of learning actually about creativity and innovation on a regular basis. So how can being more creative can help you? There were times in human history when for being creative you could have got hanged. Fortunately, we don't live in those times. Right now, businesses actually require creativity. Society requires solving large number of problems, large scale problems, so that requires creativity. So if you are trained in creativity, hopefully you will have higher kind of rewards, slightly riskier, but high reward kind of careers. This program is meant for people at all levels, and that is by design, because we want a diversity of views in the program, and that is where we want people from different levels of organizational hierarchy to come here. So in this program, primarily you would be encouraged to be more creative in your problem solving. How do you look at organizational problems and solve them in a more creative way, and also societal problems, how do you solve them in a more creative way? How do we do that? So we'll do some psychometric tests, we'll teach you about techniques of creative problem solving, and also tell you about conditions within an organization which could make it more creative. Do explore yourself, be more interesting, find yourself, and become useful to the larger society and your organization. Come to us in the program, we'll have fun.